the Booey. I love the cartoon graphic of Booey. I stare at it, and then I stare at the real Booey, and there's very little difference.
You think that looks like me?
Yes, I do. I think it looks exactly like you. It does. You do that. Stump the Booey is a little game we came up with because Gary happens to be good at some of this music trivia. And the Stump the Booey game, I've got a great prize, $5,000.
Wow.
Provided by Cabin Fever, which I'm in the middle of watching. It's a movie that's coming out.
Is it good? I'm looking forward to this.
It is good.
I want to be scared.
There's a bunch of kids go up into the woods, and then like their skin starts burning off.
And then they don't know if they've got it and all this stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, Cabin Fever. So they put up $5,000 for Stump the Booey. This chick doesn't want to get naked, but we figured, yeah, what the hell? We'll have a chick down here. She's in a bikini. Gary says she's not that hot.
She's not my type.
Let me see. What's this girl's name? Hey, you're an older woman, that's why.
Although I gotta say, looking at her closer, I don't know how old she is. She's in pretty good shape.
How old are you?
I'm 39. I just turned 39.
Yeah, that's old.
Well, I know.
Yeah. We're used to
I
chicks.
never said I was young.
We're used to chicks coming down here of 20, maybe 30.
I know.
See, I look at her and I can't believe that she's younger than me.
What race are you?
I'm half Italian and half Irish.
I wasn't even sure if you were white.
She's over tan. She's over tan.
Why the tan? What's going on there?
I live near the beach. I go to the beach.
Got a good body.
Thank you.
Tell you that.
So that means a lot coming from you.
You have kids?
Nope.
Yeah, that's why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Robin? What are you doing? You staring at her?
I can't.
I'm just waiting for the game.
You want the game to start. Me too. I was going to throw her on the exercise machine to watch her boobs jiggle, but what the hell?
What exercise machine? Oh, you got that thing.
Hey, you remember those old exercise machines where the
belt.
the belt and it makes you wiggle?
Yeah.
When are they coming back? You don't have to work on those things.
You know, if you want
Right.
to see something way funnier, Benji tested it out during a break, and you should see his belly move on that thing.
Well, maybe another time. I want to get right to the game.
Speaking of Benji, we got here and my friends went in the bathroom and he was in there and he did not wash his hands.
And he moved his bowels?
He just rinsed his hand under the faucet and just wiped it on his shirt.
And he moved his bowels?
Oh, I don't know exactly what he did in there.
Hey, Benj, how about washing your hands, pal?
I put my hands under the water. And
Do you use
You
soap?
have to use soap.
Oh, really? You know what I was actually
Oh, really?
I was actually
Like it's a
washing my
surprise.
shirt, okay?
Come on.
sweet
Stop
roll
with
on
the
my
jokes.
shirt.
Come on. You went to the
I have
bathroom.
witnesses.
All right, great.
Thank you for reporting that. You seem like a nice woman.
I am.
Let me see your ass. Turn around. Let me see what's doing back there. Boy, good shape.
Thank you.
She's holding it together.
Holding it together for 39.
My friend saw you in the bathroom, and she said you had a really wrinkly face.
Oh, what is that? And she so doesn't.
Ben!
Sit down, you fat
Dirty.
idiot. Dirty,
That's what my friend said.
duty-handed
That was a report on
idiot.
that.
All right, anyway. By the way, Robin wanted me to remind you to go see Billy Mira performing at the Nasty Show this Friday and Saturday night at Caroline's on Broadway.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad you did that.
For more information, go to horsetoothjackass.com. Billy Mira.
All right.
We love Billy.
Billy, great.
Ozzy Osborne, too, is here today. Ozzy, we're going to play a little game. This is a musical game. Maybe you want to pay close attention. You're into music.
Let's go.
When did you start with Black Sabbath?
It's back a long time ago, and then we just kept going, and then, it was,
All right. So,
I sure wish I knew what he was saying.
and by the way, tonight on E! NASCAR mistress Deanna Merriman. That's right. The girl who broke up Jeff Gordon's marriage is on. She's hot. She's a nude model.
Yeah, this NASCAR is hot and we're getting into it.
Yeah.
She's all right.
Excellent episode tonight on E! I must recommend it. And our contestant's name is Susan. And she is in a bikini. And she is ready to play Baba Booey and Stump the Booey.
Stump the Booey!
I'm going to go, I guess, to CD 1, where I have certain musical tunes, Robin.
All right.
What do we do? The best out of 5, right?
Right.
Okay. You're good at this, Susan?
Yes.
Really into music.
Yep,
When you play at home, you beat Bowie.
I do very well.
All right. Well, a lot of people have beaten Bowie lately, so
Yeah, his star has tarnished.
here we go. Ready? Just write it down. Don't say anything.
Both of them are right.
Anybody need more time?
No.
All right, you're both good. Well, since we have a new person here, Susan, why don't you start?
Howard Jones, Promises, Promises.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
So sorry.
Baba Booey, go ahead. Let's see what you have.
Promises, correct. That would be Naked Eyes.
Naked Eyes. Already you're down one, Susan. Ay vey.
Susan, you get to shake Benji's hand now.
All right. It's called Naked Eyes. You had that right. Promises. Promises by Naked Eyes, not Howard Jones. Sorry. Okay. I hate that song.
That song rocks.
All right. All right. Here's the second tune. Write it down. Don't blur it. All right. If Bowie
Boy, all
doesn't,
these songs sound the same.
you mean awful? Let's go to Baba Booey. What do you have on your card?
Tell It to My Heart by Taylor Dane of Baldwin, also known as Leslie Wonderman is her real name.
Wow. Very impressive.
Taylor
And
Dane, Tell It to My Heart.
Taylor Dane, Tell It to My Heart. That's absolutely right.
Yeah. When we're together.
All right, the score is 2-1. Baba Booey in the lead. Susan taking a bit of a spill on that first easy one. Let's go to song number 3. Big hit song. Another horrible song. Annoying song. Terrible song, actually. All right, it looks like everyone's done. Let's go to Susan now. Susan, what do you have on your card?
Eric Carmen, Hungry Eyes.
Eric Carmen, Hungry Eyes is right, Baba Booey?
Hungry Eyes, Eric Carmen.
All right. Score now 3-2. It's a close game, but Susan, I'm sure you wish you hadn't stumbled on that first one.
Yeah, she can only hope that Baba Booey now takes a fall.
Yeah, let's listen to a little bit of Hungry Eyes, Eric Carmen.
Used to be in a good band.
He used to be in a band called the Raspberries, I
Yeah.
think? Yeah. That was a good band?
Better than this.
Horrible.
Yeah, how forgettable.
Abominable.
This guy's a faggot.
That we understood.
We know he's really not. Ozzy's referring to the music seems sort of poofy. Right, Ozzy?
Absolutely.
All right, let's see. Here's your fourth song. So the score is 3-2. Fourth song. Everybody a little puzzled on this one.
Booey's starting to write.
Bowie's starting to write. Susan looking like she wants to write. Bowie coloring.
Like a warrior that fights and wins the battle. I know.
All right.
he's a victor.
Both of you are writing, so I'll stop the song right there. You got to hear the song. You got to hear the person vocalize a little bit. All right, this is the fourth song. Both of them still writing.
Got it.
Susan finishing up.
I just got to get the title.
I can give you a couple more.
Oh, I went through some nights consumed by shadows. I was crippled emotionally.
All right, give you a little more there to help you out there, Susan. No one wants to see you suffer. Baba Booey's mouth is covering his teeth. That means he's serious.
You know,
All right, let's go to Baba Booey first. Put down your pen, Susan, so there's no cheating involved.
first of all, this is a really gay song day. This
Okay.
is Knew You Were Waiting by Aretha Franklin and George Michael.
Say that again.
Knew You Were Waiting
By Aretha Franklin.
and George Michael.
All right, what do you have on your card, Susan?
I have Aretha Franklin and George Michael, but I have Waiting for Me.
Waiting for me. No. It's technically, I knew you were waiting for me.
So
But-
if you put the two of us together,
Well,
we
he's
have
got.
it together.
Knew you were waiting for me. I'll accept Baba Booey's, but I'll even, I'll even take it off because he is winning anyway. So
Right,
what's the
you
difference?
can't give it to him. He doesn't have the whole time.
Yeah, I knew you were waiting for me. Aretha Franklin, and as you say, George Michael.
So we're tied now?
No, you're still down by one.
Okay.
I'm
You missed that one.
Yeah, Baba Booey really didn't miss it. He really got it, but I'm giving you a break just to make this interesting. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Thank you.
In other words, you have a chance to tie now.
Right.
Well, she missed it as much as Baba Booey did.
Well, he missed the word I. He kind of knew you were waiting for me.
And she said, wait, you were waiting for me.
No. What did you have on your
I had
card?
waiting for me.
Oh, did you?
I didn't have the I knew you were.
Oh, you didn't? Let me see your card. I don't believe you. Maybe I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you both. Waiting for me.
She left that I knew you were.
Hmm.
And
I left that I.
Did you have Aretha Franklin and George Michael?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it to you both then.
Thank
okay.
you.
Still in the same place. Doesn't make a difference.
But
It maybe makes you feel better.
Yeah.
All right. I'm the judge. Why not? All right. Here we go. Fifth and final song. You can only tie here.
Okay.
If you tie, well,
Do
Hell
we
with
go
it.
into sudden death?
yep,
or- okay.
that's right. If Bowie gets it wrong, and
because I have it.
well, let's see what they have on their sheets of paper.
Get a little more? Can we get
You want a little more?
Don't go too much more. You're going to get the title.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
That's why I'm stopping. All right. I forget who went last, but
I went first last.
okay. So let's go to Susan.
I have men at work.
That would be right, but do you know the title? No. So there's no chance you can win this, even if Bowie gets it wrong. What do you have, Gary?
I had the same as her. I Man at Work.
But no
I
title.
want to say Be Good Johnny, but that's not it. They have like 4 hits, and it's not
Men
that
at
one.
Work. It's called It's a Mistake. It's a mistake.
Still don't know the title.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. I still get it wrong. Well, Baba Booey has won. You played a good game, Susan. I think the final score was 3-2.
4-3.
4-3. All right. What's the diff?
Oh, well,
I only got one wrong.
You tried.
it was fun. I'm just happy to be here.
I'll tell you what, Susan, I like you. So I'm going to give you an all-new U60 underwater digital camera from Sony.
Thank you.
Designed to aim and shoot with one hand. Check it out today at sonystyle.com. It's a great camera.
Good.
I've got one. I love it. Using it like crazy.
Good. Thank you.
All right. Real nice meeting you. Good luck.
Thank
And
you.
Baba Booey, congratulations. Another fine win.
Thank you.
Those songs, none of them would I have known.
Very gay today.
And we'll be back right after these words with the news and Ozzy and everything else.
You're listening to a man who's skinnier than an AIDS patient, Howard Stern. Rock Radio 90.
Yeah. Ozzy Osborne joining us today, promoting his wife's new show, The Sharon Osbourne Show.
Absolutely.
Great having you here, Ozzy.
I was enjoying it.
Man, you've been our friend for many years.
Long time, you know.
Yep. How long has it been? Do you know? I don't know. Probably.
It's been a while, you know, since back a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Frank, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Harvey.
Frank, we
Yeah?
can't hear you.
Hey, Harvey.
Right.
Harvey.
Ozzy.
Oh, Ozzy.
What did you say something, man?
Hey, I want to know what you're going to do. Metallica's got their bass player, and Zach Wild's got his own thing going. You going to keep singing?
If I keep going and these guys, you know, and take it all, whatever, you know, and I'm great.
Yeah.
You know,
To live and let live.
exactly, you know.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Ozzy, for that honest answer.
Interesting.
Well, honest. And that's what Ozzy's all about, honesty. And I admire that.
Rock and roll, you know.
Rock and roll. Right, pal. All right. Also see Billy Mirror performing at the Nasty Show this Friday and Saturday night at Caroline's on Broadway. I know, Ozzy, you're going.
Absolutely.
For more information, go to horsetoothjackass.com. Robin, it is that time again where we become the news.
We turned into a news program.
Turning into...
They'd be such fun. Robin Hooters, why won't you haul them out?
I tell you, I have a new, speaking of your news theme, I have a new Baba Booey theme that one of our listeners sent in. It's fantastic. I happen to like this a lot. Great, huh? I can picture the next time Baba Booey comes in here all irritated and Fred starts playing this. This was is called Teeth and Lippin Stance. They'll be playing this all over at high school graduation.
I hope so. It's beautiful.
The kids will be walking down the aisle.
Go get that diploma.
Get your diploma, young man. Ba, 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 booey. Ba, ba, booey, my friend. Yes. Yes. Rich, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, I thought you and your intern might want to know that Aquaman actually doesn't have a last name.
That's what I said.
Yeah, DC remade the Justice League. They all had their memories taken away and they were given civilian lives. And the bad guy gave him a last name, but he actually doesn't have one.
Thank you for clarifying that, because that's important.
They gave him one.
Today is the anniversary of 9/11, Robin.
Yes, it is.
Some people have called in and said, why no moment of silence? It's very hard for me to be silent.
Or keep track of time.
Yeah, I don't even think I should ever be silent. Why should those terrorists silence me? I know I want to remember the people who died on 9/11, but I don't want to be silenced by a bunch of creeps.
You want to remember vocally.
I want to remember by talking about it.
Exactly.
Thank you, Ozzy.
Ozzy giving you the
Well, I'll tell you what, I know Ozzy's very upset about what happened.
He is.
Horrifying, you know.
You know who's silent is Fred. Fred's been silent for the last year.
He's been observing a moment of silence a bit too long.
Yeah. Fred hasn't talked since 9/11.
That moment is stretched into years.
Since 9/11, 1954. Wow. He's very, very few words, Fred. Always has an upset look on his face.
Yeah, those words are very important, though, when he does say them.
But to tell you the truth, rather than a moment of silence, I would love to see a moment of bombing. Where on 9/11, every year for as long as we can remember, we should light a nuclear weapon in somewhere in one of the countries in the Middle East on 9/11. That would please me. Yeah, that's what I'd love to see.
But let's not do, that's cutting off your nose to spite your face, as they say.
I would love to cut my nose off. Believe me. It's the worst feature.
Wrong metaphor.
You're not kidding. Cut my nose off and spite my face. There's no spiting this face. Right, Ozzy? Don't you feel that we should do something?
Yeah, you keep going, and just going and going and going, you know.
All right.
And keep it all up, you know. No, but war pigs, you know.
That's
right.
War
Great
pigs,
song.
Right.
Just a bunch of evil money.
Right. Love having political discussions with you. Let's do some news, Robin.
I wonder who who's Ozzy's voting for in the California. Do you vote in California? You're not a citizen, are you?
I'm not even here half the time, you know.
That's right. Okay. All right. So you can't vote. Something else.
How did you understand that? Right.
Yeah, Robin was right on line with that one.
Something else Ozzy didn't tell us that Sharon is going to reveal on the Barbara Walters 2020 program tomorrow is that she and Ozzy split up for a moment.
That's true.
Ozzy had a nervous breakdown during her grueling battle with cancer last year. He collapsed physically and mentally, and when they were going through Jack's entrance into rehab, Ozzy started drinking.
Yeah, you know, but now everything's, you know, I think back to normally, in a better shape or form or whatever, you know.
And then what does it say it happened?
What?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, that's what she's going to talk about on Barbara Walters. They don't give me everything. But they are back together now. But I didn't know that they had broken up for a little while.
Ozzy, that's why your show's not really a reality show, because we should have some indication that you guys are having a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why present this happy family?
People have been and they just made the same type of thing, you know. But I just say, you know what? It doesn't really matter anyway. I just keep going.
But do the producers say that it matters?
Yeah. They come and they're like, you know, over here and there and everywhere, and just, you know, just move, you know.
All right.
Just keep doing it, you know.
Right. I mean, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but that's an honest answer. All right.
And then Barbara starts to grill Jack because she interviewed him while he was having some problems with drugs, and he lied to her and told her he only had a couple of puffs of marijuana every once in a while.
Yeah, God forbid you lie to Barbara Walters.
So Barbara's going to grill him.
Yeah, because when Barbara Walters interviews you, you should admit to your drug problems. You know, that's the law. You have to admit the truth to
You
her.
cannot lie to Barbara Walters.
It's the truth, you know.
Right.
Blink 182, we were talking about 182. Why do I keep calling it 102? Maybe that's why nobody can find it. The radio station that was run by Steve Kingston. There's a big write-up about it in the newspaper today. And that's where Cabby was getting all of his information. It's the same rumors. Unofficial reports flew yesterday that Infinity may shuffle some of the air staff or all of it and could adjust its music either to aim at a younger crowd or challenge Light FM.
Blink 102 was gone in a blink.
There it was. They said it was very expensive to produce this.
Well, that's because they let all the TV guys in on it. TV guys love to spend money.
Yeah, and that's what it was. It was TV programmers trying to do radio.
Yeah, well, radio is a whole different thing than television. It really is. It's so different.
Meanwhile,
it's very difficult for television guys to understand.
Yeah, they
what radio
can't
is.
scale down that way.
No.
But they say Mel is expecting higher revenues from the radio division
That means
this year. He's already announced that to them.
That means Howard better get his ass in gear.
So that's why I guess they're scuttling all the plans for Blink since it's been so expensive and not bringing in any money.
Okay.
Also in the news, do you know the name Eli Roth?
He was Aquaman.
No, he was not a superhero. He was the guy who stood outside your door and would wake you every morning when you were shooting
Yes, I heard about
the
him.
movie.
I didn't know his name. When I was shooting my movie, they hired a guy to stand. I was sleeping over at Silver Cup Studios every night, and they would have a guy wake me up in the morning. His job was to sit outside my door all night.
And then bang on the door in the middle of the morning.
Yeah, and wake
or
me.
the middle of the night and wake you up for your early morning radio show.
Yeah.
Well, that guy, do you know what happened to him?
He's in jail, I know, 10 to 20.
No.
Right.
You're going to be shocked. He is the director of Cabin... What is that?
Cabin Fever?
Cabin Fever.
Oh, get out of here. I didn't know that.
Yes.
I'm enjoying the movie. You know what? And as a matter of fact, that kid used to sit outside my door writing a movie script.
That's
He was a
probably
film
what
student.
he was working on.
Yeah. Hey, does anybody know that Steven Spielberg used to carry my snare drum at NBC? That's how he got his start.
I read
He
that.
also had a bad
Yeah.
job in radio
Yeah,
before.
I felt
going
bad.
on.
This kid's whole job was to sit all night outside my bedroom, essentially, while I slept. Make sure no one bothered me. That's why I love movies. That's why TV guys can't run radio stations.
Right.
And
Look at
similarly,
what they do.
movie guys are completely out of control. I was like, I would think up stuff. I go, I need someone to just sit outside my door.
It
Okay.
was like he was a human alarm clock.
Yeah. And I said to the kid, I go, what's with this job? Are you all right with this? And he goes, dude, this is the best job I ever got. I get paid and I can sit here and work on my screenplay.
Well, what they say now is Eli Roth once had a horrible job with shock jock Howard Stern.
Oh, is that how he's playing it?
Well, I don't know if he's playing it that way.
He told me it was a great job.
They just wrote that. Now the filmmaker has made a shocking horror film. That's how they're working it out.
They just go, he had a horrible job with Howard Stern and don't explain
And
it?
then they explained that the job was he used to sit outside the door, and his job was to bang on that door and wake you up for your radio show in the morning when
Well,
you were doing private parts.
Just to set the record straight, I asked the kid, I go, what kind of job is this? And he goes, this is the best thing ever happened to me. I can write this movie while I'm sitting outside here.
I think it's just, a reporter's way of saying, guys who wind up directing films often start very lowly.
Yeah, because being the television or movie reporter, that's a great job. I'd rather sit outside my door and have free time than have to be a journalist.
Well, this guy or whoever he is, he gets to interview all the stars. I'm sure he enjoys his job a great deal.
Jim Cameron, who directed Titanic, used to clean my pool for about 3 summers.
All the big people in
Yeah.
movies used to work for you.
I used to say, you know what? You're good at that pool. You ought to do some sort of water flick. Told me you wanted to be in movies.
Okay. Also in the news, P. Diddy is going to run in the marathon
Yeah, I was talking to him the other day. I was giving him some tips.
On running?
Yeah, I ran into him. He runs with like 50 black guys, like bodyguards, entourage. He's got a camera crew watching him. He's got 4 or 5 black, like Suburbans. Cars. Following him. I go, dude, what are you doing? I'm running for the kids. I go, what kids are you running for?
Or running from the kids.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
What, raising money for kids by running, you mean?
I don't know what he's doing, but all I can tell you is, and then the next thing I know, there's a camera guy on me. He's taking. I had just come from running myself. I was sweating, I looked awful. And they think, hey man, can we use this? I go, no, you can't use it. I go, what are you doing to me? I said, I go over to talk to Puff Daddy, and next thing I know, I'm in a movie.
Because what, is he filming the whole thing for some
Everything he's filming.
project?
Films everything he does.
Wow. He is the Great Gatsby.
And he has some big-ass black guys running with him, like professional.
Can they run?
I don't know. I
Is
can't
it the kind
tell.
of guys who really shouldn't be running?
I don't know. These guys look like they're in awesome shape.
Oh, well, then they could run.
It's got to be a pain in the ass if your boss just makes you run with them.
Yeah.
What kind of time do you do when you got all that going on?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. I just said, hey, what's happening?
Apply for a job, but you go, does it involve running? Because I don't want
crazy.
it.
Really?
Maybe they were carrying a bunch of televisions.
Oh, Ozzy.
Oh.
That's beneath you.
Yeah, come on. You know better than that.
The law is looking for 50 Cent over in Jersey. I don't know if you knew about this, but the rapper and his posse were over in some Jersey City hotel the other night, and as soon as they pulled up, gunfire rang out
Can you imagine?
at the DoubleTree.
These guys finally have something good going on in their lives, and everyone's shooting at them.
10 shell casings were recovered, 3 from a .45 caliber automatic and 7 from a .40 caliber firearm, according to the police. Jersey City officers retrieved a video surveillance tape from the hotel and have been examining it with New York City police officers to identify about a dozen individuals who were there. They are saying that 50 Cent has about 5 days to show up, turn himself in for questioning. Otherwise, a warrant will be issued for him. They think that this might have something to do with the beef with Ja Rule, because Ja Rule was not far away recording something or working on a movie.
He's already been shot 9 times and stabbed once, 50 Cent. And I guess, when these guys get shot at, they don't like to report it to the police. They like to handle things on their own.
Or do some shooting. I don't know what's going on.
Probably revenge. What is it, Casey?
Hey, Robert, I'm sorry I didn't interrupt your news, but, dude, I got to tell you what's going on outside. So Sal has been here all day because he's friends with one of our guests or whatever.
Right.
And he's been terrorizing Gary the whole day.
Oh, dear.
Like, he brought in a hand buzzer, and he tried to get Gary with the hand buzzer. If he didn't get him on his hand, he'd buzz him in the head.
Oh.
I just walked by, and I just caught him. There's a suggestion box in the green room. He's drawing pictures of him hanging Gary, and he's drawing pictures of him urinating on Gary and put him in the suggestion box.
All right. All right. What do you want me to do with that?
Like, you got to talk to Sal, man.
Yeah.
He's out of his mind. The hatred he has for Gary is just, it's unreal.
All right.
He's been doing it the whole morning.
Was you going to terrorize Gary the whole morning?
Yeah, he's been doing it.
All right.
He's out of his mind.
Right.
Do you want to talk to him?
No. Well, who cares? Sal, what are you doing? Sal.
You're going crazy.
All right, he's gone.
Oh, he's calling from the green room.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. What are you doing? What are you up to out there? What?
I'm just bored out there,
All right. So what are you doing? You're drawing into the suggestion box?
Yeah, because I think I can make some suggestions that'd be helpful to the crew. Like me urinating on Gary.
There's a picture.
Me hanging Gary, monkey lynching.
Monkey lynching.
And me giving Gary the goods in the rectum there.
Wow.
And that's basically
If you're bored, why don't you get a job?
This is my job.
Making fun of Gary. All right. Sal, the stockbroker, and Benji didn't wash his hands. You wanted to say that.
I was in the bathroom and he didn't wash his hands. It was absolutely disgusting, you blue-eyed pig.
Right.
Anyway, keep up the great work.
All right,
I also, Howard, Caroline's this Friday with KC, Jim Florentine, and Ozzy Osborne.
You're going to be there?
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Making fun of Gary.
All right. Very
Take care,
good.
guys.
Sal, the stockbroker at Caroline's making fun of Gary.
Well, there's a set you want to see.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. We'll be back, Robin, right after these words.
Hey, this is Joe Perry.
And I'm Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
And when I'm not singing, writing songs, or having sex with 3 women at once, like all good rock whores should, I'm listening to this show. Sometimes I listen with the girls, but trust me, you don't need 3 nude, young, beautiful girls to listen to this show. Of course, it sure helps. It's Hollywood's nightmare.
Howard Stern. Action right now. BetOnSports.com.
Rock Radio 92.3 K-Rock.
This is
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. Is the news over yet? No. There's more news with Robin Quivers.
Does Robin give us a boner? Yes.
Well, it is September 11th, the anniversary of the attack on the World Trade Centers. And there's a big headline in the USA Today that says the FBI says it can't infiltrate Al-Qaeda.
What do you mean it can't?
They just can't figure out how to do it. It's too risky.
Well, what?
They never be able to plant an undercover agent inside Al-Qaeda.
Well, they could be saying that and already have done it.
I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
I hope it's disinformation.
Of course it is. In fact,
'Cause I
on our
think
phone,
that's a stupid thing to put in the paper.
on our phone now is someone who infiltrated Al-Qaeda for 2 years for the FBI.
Really?
I know you can't use your real name. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
Are you at the cave right
Howard.
When you infiltrated,
Yes, I've been writing songs for you, Howard.
told you this was a news show.
Yes. I got a song for you I wrote, Howard. Let me find the lyrics real quick.
You're writing songs now.
I play guitar, by the way.
Let me hear your song real quick, Wendy.
She plays the guitar
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
You still going out with Gary the retard?
Oh, found it. Found my lyrics.
Are you still seeing Gary the retard?
Yes.
You're going out with him?
Yes.
Have you guys had sex?
Yes.
Oh, stop it.
Howard.
Did he knock you up?
Yes.
Are you pregnant?
Howard, is there any chance that I can get Gary the retard phone number?
Well, how could you be dating him if you don't even know how to call him?
I don't even think he knows his own number.
That's probably why she doesn't have it.
You guys want to start calling each other?
Yes.
Is your mother afraid the two of you are going to have sex?
No, she said I could call him. She told me call you and ask you if I can get Gary's phone number.
All right. Retarded phone sex is hot. I would love to hear that.
Uh-huh.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a nightgown. I'm wearing a short nightgown.
What's that?
I'm wearing purple underwear.
What's a nightgown?
I wear a size 7.
What is it?
Yes.
All right. See how it goes?
That's right.
Are you ready, Howard?
Very sexy.
All right, let me hear your song.
Yo, we love to eat ice cream. Howard Stern nuts. Howard is a good-looking guy. I love Howard. Howard makes me horny. Howard's the only one that gets to use me. I love Howard, and he's my totally incredible guy. I love his show. I love Robin. I love Artie. I love...
It's not the worst song in the world.
I even love Gary. I also love Gary the retard. I love
I like
you,
it.
Howard Stern. You rock, baby, and I love to eat Howard Stern nuts.
She just needs a good producer.
We love to eat Howard Stern
She's like
nuts.
one of those beatnik poets.
Yeah.
How was that?
Like you used to see on the Munsters all the time.
Right.
When Herman would show
Black
up at
all
the...
the time.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yes, I wrote that myself, Howard.
I believe it. I think...
You didn't have any help at all?
No. I even did the lyrics myself.
Nice retarded song.
I've been writing songs, Howard, and that's the first song I ever wrote for you.
Well, thank you, Wendy, and God bless you. Thank you.
I love you, too.
I love you.
You're such a lucky man.
I wonder who influenced her.
Brittany.
Britney Spears.
I could hear a lot of Brittany in that.
All right, Robin, what else is in the news?
Osama bin Laden appeared on another videotape for the first time since last November or something, I think. And they are analyzing the tape now. They are not sure if this isn't stock footage or if it's recent footage. They are looking at the boulders behind him to try to determine exactly what's going on there.
I believe it's stock
and
footage.
where this tape was shot.
I believe it's old footage.
But an audio tape that's purported to be his voice did mention the hijackers in September 11th.
All right.
So who knows what to think? Is Bin Laden dead or alive?
Well, he's on the front page of the paper. Here it is, September 11th, 2 years later. We still don't have this guy. I'm starting to think he's dead. Starting to think he's dead.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, I hope I am right. I wish we had proof.
Doesn't stop those guys from continuing their plans and to continue to threaten us, but
Right.
I hope he's dead. Saudi Arabia's religious police have declared Barbie dolls a threat to morality.
Yeah.
Claiming that the revealing clothing of the Jewish toy, already banned in the kingdom, are offensive to Islam.
It's a Jewish toy.
Yes.
Wow.
Barbie is depicted after a Jewish girl, I think. The Committee for the Propagation of Virtue
Yeah, a lot of Jewish girls look like Barbie.
and the Prevention of Vice. Jewish girls wish they looked like Barbie. As the religious police are officially known, list the dolls on a section of its website devoted to items deemed offensive to the conservative Saudi interpretation of Islam. Jewish Barbie dolls with their revealing clothes and shameful posture and accessories are tools and symbols of decadence to the perverted West.
They like Elmo because he looks like a Saudi Arabian girl.
Let us beware of her dangers and be careful. So, very dangerous Barbie.
They're afraid of a doll. They're afraid the people will see the doll and go berserk.
It could ruin the girls there. They might want to dress like Barbie and not in their traditional clothing, and that would scare the men to death.
Yes, Colleen.
Hi, Howard. Huge fan. I can't get through my day without you. I'm actually from Westbury, but I'm calling from Miami right now, and I had a question for Ozzy. Is he still there? Or?
Yeah, Ozzy's still here.
Okay. Hey, Ozzy. Quick question for you. We go every single year to Ozfest. It's our annual pilgrimage to the metal gods and the god himself. And this year I flew in to go to the Jersey show in Holmdel, and you played that Monday night, but you didn't play Tuesday, and they announced it in the middle of the show. Everybody was really upset about it, but they never gave us any explanation as to why you weren't playing, and I was just wondering what happened because we were pretty upset. I came all the way from Miami to go, so...
What about that, Ozzy? What about the show?
Well, in the middle of going to the thing, in the back, and then I constipation, and I'm very bad, and I couldn't go, So then I just lay down, and that was it, I'm so sorry. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, that's what they said you were sick, but we didn't know what happened because he played the night before, and everybody
All
was
right,
really
well, he
upset
gave
about
you a probably a reasonable explanation. That's it.
That was cool, though, that they offered to give everybody refunds, so that was awesome. All right, Ozzy, well, we hope you're
Thank
feeling
you.
better.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, Robin.
The ABC News team did it again. They smuggled inactive uranium, depleted uranium, into the United States without detection. This is the second year in a row they've done this.
I'm not shocked by that. I don't think security measures have been taken to make sure that this country is safer. I don't think anybody's all that motivated to do anything, really. I think we're just sitting ducks for another disaster.
Well, federal authorities are now considering criminal charges against ABC.
Sure. Blame ABC for pointing out.
Smuggled it in
Yeah, blame ABC.
instead of looking at the security and saying, what's wrong here?
How about going after the security people who can't do their jobs right? No, that they don't do.
They say it's a question of whether or not the news reporter should be breaking the law, not whether the security is tight enough.
Yeah, well, why embarrass anybody?
So that'll be...
Imagine if it hadn't been ABC, but had been a terrorist organization.
terrorist, yeah.
Would have been done already. We don't even know about
We
it.
got guys mailing themselves easily and not getting detected, and we've got people smuggling uranium.
Gary the retard brought in a missile.
And if people like that are getting through.
Right.
Amy Fisher is married. Amy Fisher, the Long Island Lolita, as she was once known. She had an affair or something with Joey Buttafuoco and wound up shooting his wife in the head.
Yeah, she's out and married. It's amazing.
She got out of jail, and she had a baby a couple of years ago, and now she's married.
And everything's fine.
She says, I feel like the world's coming together for me.
Yeah, there you go. Good.
Her life is coming together, and she's thrilled to have a happy ending. So there you go.
See, in my universe, Mary Jo Buttafuoco should have been allowed to put a bullet in her head. And if Amy Fisher lived, great. Not,
So be it.
No happy ending would have been coming in your world. JFK's sister is backing Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, I would have thought it was news if she wasn't. Eunice Kennedy Shriver, who is Maria's mother,
Of course she's going to back him.
has announced that she is going to back her son-in-law for his gubernatorial bid in California.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I don't know why they think it's newsworthy. That it would be news if she wasn't.
Right.
It's his mother-in-law. Conan O'Brien is experiencing his 10th year as a late-night host on television, getting a lot of press out of it. He says it was tough for him to lose Andy Richter.
Really?
Yeah, he said that really hurt him. He got depressed.
Yeah, the whole show, the balance was off.
Well, he said that forced him to shake things up. And now another thing is happening. He and his wife are about to have their first child in about 5 weeks. So his life is going well.
Good.
And he's a happy man with 10 years under his belt. So
Andy Richter's much happier as a waiter. So everyone's happy.
Are you watching the OC on TV?
Yes, haven't missed an episode.
You haven't?
That's
Okay,
right. Can you believe the lead girl on there is 17 years old?
Absolutely not. She
Me
is
neither.
no way 17.
She is
She's a
17.
grown woman.
She's 17 in real life.
Come on, you've got
Swear to
be
God, read it in
kidding
Us
me.
Magazine. She's
lying about her
17
age.
years
She's
old.
27.
The lead guy is 24 and plays a teenager.
Uh-huh.
And the lead girl who plays a teenager is, in fact, 17 years old. And
I
this
can't
chick
believe that.
is so friggin' smoking hot.
Amazing.
Yeah, you would think she's 25 easy.
She looks like she could play one of the parents on
Yeah,
the show. Not
she
that
does.
she looks old. She just looks very mature.
And I'll tell you who's lying. You know the one who plays the mom of her mom?
Uh-huh.
She claims she's 32.
Get out.
I don't buy that. She's
No
got to be
way.
42. She's taking
If
10
she's
years
a
off.
day.
You're damn right.
Madonna is going to get to go on Oprah to promote her children's book.
Yeah, that's good. She's out there. You know, one of the most disgusting things, and I want to applaud someone, I think, in the New York Post wrote an editorial or a piece on this. You know, Madonna had her 6-year-old kid, Lourdes, walk her out that night that she was making out with Britney Spears.
She threw the rose petals on the set before the girls came out to French kiss each other.
Now, why do you, if you're famous and you're rich like Madonna is, you're talking about almost a billionaire, why do you have your child on television? Forget about the fact that she's making out with another chick and she's, you know, I mean, why would you put your kid?
I think Madonna is another, you know, because
Isn't she busy hiding her kids?
Lourdes has to take dance lessons. Lourdes has to be an artist too.
Oh, I see. Oy vey, what pressure.
Yeah, you know, she's going to be one of those people who has had to produce another artist.
Madonna needs her kid to love her so much just to put her in the production. Wow.
They're going to be artists together. In fact, even when she's talking about this book, Lourdes is her editor.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. That's what she says. She says she sort of acted as her...
Well, in 5 years when Madonna's doing gangbang films, Lourdes can be her fluffer.
The book
be
was
hot.
inspired by my daughter. She's almost 7, and she's basically my co-editor.
My best friend.
So there you go. That's another one of those moms who's just like the daughter. They're hanging out together. They're best friends, and they do everything together.
Yeah. Bianca's my editor on Porky's, the remake we're doing.
They've got projects. So she'll be on Oprah, and Oprah will dance with her, but there'll be no French kissing.
All right.
Thank God.
So the OC has been, I meant to tell you, the OC has been picked up
Of course.
for an additional 9 episodes. So you'll be happy to know that you'll be able to continue to watch that saga.
You have to be a total idiot to watch the OC, and I'm there every week.
I know, I watched the first episode and said, I can't watch this.
I love it.
Do you know that the House of Representatives voted to end the decades-old restrictions prohibiting travel to Cuba?
No. You can go to Cuba now.
No, that's just the House. Don't you know how our laws are made?
Of course I do.
There's a few different branches, Howard.
There's 3 different branches: the judicial, the presidential, and the...
No. What are their names, Miss Universe?
The Ozzy knows them. You know. You say it, Ozzy.
Poison and cousin and then small colors, you know.
So there you go.
There's the executive,
The executive branch, the judicial,
and the legislative.
That's right.
And how do laws get passed, Howard?
By voting on them.
By who voting on them?
The people of the Congress.
And what makes up Congress?
Senate and the House.
So if I say the House passed a bill, is it a law?
No, the Senate has to pass it.
As well, that's right. But they do expect...
Look at me with all my knowledge of the government.
I'm surprised.
I was almost governor of New York State.
Do you remember Conjunction Junction? I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
That's right, from whatever that was.
Conjunction Junction.
All right, go ahead, Robin.
Well,
Come on.
anyway, the Senate has failed to even consider the bill for several years in a row, but they think it has better odds of passing this year. But the president has said if it reaches his desk, he'll veto it.
I'm real smart.
Yeah.
Ask me about comic books.
Okay. The J-Lo Ben Affleck wedding has been postponed. If you hadn't gotten a call from the couple yet, don't get on the plane. They will not be getting married this weekend. They say it's due to excessive media attention surrounding the wedding. They decided to postpone the date. However, some are speculating that it's a case of cold feet on somebody's part.
Howard, I think it's a fake out. I think you still got a shot at the 3 Gs.
I told you that J-Lo would not marry Ben Affleck once that movie Geely became a national joke. That whole relationship was based on meeting during the filming of a movie. They fell in love during the filming of a movie. When it became an embarrassment, she will not be attracted to Ben Affleck anymore. She's a shallow, sick, mentally ill woman, and he is mentally ill as well. In and out of God knows what sort of rehab he's in. The two of them are completely off their rockers, and there's no way they should get married. And the relationship will not survive. Geely.
You really think the Geely thing was a major
That's
hit?
it. If their dream world had continued and it was #1 at the box office and everyone loved it.
It wouldn't have worked anyway.
Wouldn't have worked, but they would have gone ahead with the wedding.
All right.
That killed my $3,000.
You don't think the strip club thing had anything to do with it?
0.
There is an article in one of those British tabloids that says J-Lo wanted a cheating prenup. That if he cheated on her, she got half of everything he owned.
Well, he is not signing that.
Yeah, there's a marriage born in love right there.
Yeah, there are 2 children. She's already been married twice. She's not even, I don't know how old she is, 31 or something. Twice already married. One of the marriages for a couple of months. She's unstable. I think the only reason she's not getting married a third time, they say the family intervened. The family didn't intervene at all. They don't want the money to stop. It was
nobody's intervening.
Right. She became embarrassed by the movie and the lack of success, and it's a joke now, and he doesn't look attractive to her anymore. Trust
I told
me.
you, the worst thing any of these celebrity couples can do is do a movie together.
Right.
It will destroy them.
Talk about unromantic.
Because they never work.
Talk about unromantic. If you bang another chick, I get half your money. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to want that other chick, right? Eli Roth, we were just talking about him. He's made a movie called Cabin Fever. It opens on Friday. Is there a lot of nudity? You said you were watching it.
I've only seen half, and in the first 10 minutes, there's nudity, yes.
Okay, because there's, I guess, a character named Marcy who takes a bath despite what's going on around her. Eli Roth was asked why that happens. A1.
For this person, it's this ultimate moment of horror where the only thing she has is her external beauty. Yeah. So she's doing it just basically to tune out and avoid to try and
that guy's job was to, when I was making my movie, was to sit outside my door.
That voice?
No. He sat outside my door, made sure I got up on time.
That's right. Now he's directed a big movie.
All right.
There's a 3 CD box set, Songs from the Street. 35 years of music in celebration of Sesame Street's 35th anniversary, now in stores. I know you'll be rushing out to get it.
Right.
Puppeteer Kevin Clash, who is he? He's the voice of Elmo. He was asked why so many recording artists are eager to perform on Sesame Street. A3.
You know, a lot of these musical artists, they have children, and some of their songs that they do is pretty adult. So they see their child watching Sesame Street. Well, they feel as though that's a way that they can, show their child that they don't just do adult stuff. They do stuff.
Oh, who cares? Why do I care why rock stars want to be on Sesame Street? What am I?
A5 is a little of a song. It's Elmo singing a portion of Elmo's song from the Songs of the Street. A5.
This is the song, la 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 la, Elmo's song, la 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 la.
That guy?
That guy does Elmo.
Wow.
He's good. The purchase of the songs
that guy
helps
Yes.
fund Sesame Workshop.
I don't
He's
believe it.
he's the voice.
I think he works the puppet.
Puppeteer Kevin Clash, the voice of Elmo.
I don't believe it.
Let me hear that again.
I don't buy it. I don't believe it.
It says it right here.
This is the song, la 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 la, Elmo's song.
No way. No way. No way.
The purchase of the songs from the street helps fund Sesame Workshop.
No way. No way.
Purpose of the song, Elmo's song, la la la.
I don't buy it.
Well, I'm telling you what it says here.
That's amazing.
Antonio Banderas has a couple of different projects going on. He has Once Upon a Time in Mexico opening tomorrow, and he has The Life and Times of Pancho Villa or something like that on HBO right now. So here's Antonio, who was asked what it's like working with Enrique Iglesias on Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Enrique, good, because he approached the work, I thought, in the way that you should approach
the whole project, the guys who can't speak.
Work when you are new, with humbleness. And he did so.
Humility.
And here's Antonio on what it was like shooting this movie on digital video rather than film before.
The rituals are totally different to when you shoot with film. You're not spending so much money, so you feel very...
Hey, he's a regular Ricky Ricardo.
You keep going and going and do the things that you normally wouldn't do, with another type of material.
He's just something else. Ozzy, you make
I
more
think
sense.
he does one of the voices on Sesame Street.
You know what he's saying, Ozzy?
He's saying, cousin, I don't know, you know what I mean? Who knows with it,
You ever meet Antonio Banderas?
I got it a few times,
Yeah.
He's kind of he likes to smoke,
Ozzy's hung out with everyone. Matchstick Man opens on tomorrow as well. It stars Nicolas Cage, and Alison Lohman is in the film. She's in her mid-20s, and they asked her how she plays a 14-year-old.
Nick makes it so easy. There's something in their eyes, and between age 10 and 15, I think. And it's just that sort of anything's possible.
I don't know if it's just me, but I hate everybody. All right, anything else?
And here's Allison talking about working with Nicolas Cage, B1.
Nick makes it so easy for me to just
It sounds retarded.
laugh at him because he's so funny, or
Nick Cage is not funny. No offense. He's so funny. Yeah.
cry because he's so,
Nick's so amazing. He knows long division. He can do it all in his head.
He can multiply double-digit numbers.
Because he's so heartbreaking, and
Oh, yeah.
He's heartbreaking and
And
funny.
chicks love heartbreaking.
that's why.
Nick's farts are like the smell of fresh-cut daffodils.
It's so much fun working with Nick Cage.
It sounds like it'd be very easy for her to play a 14-year-old. And Johnny Depp is also in this Once Upon a Time in Mexico. And here he talks about why he admires Willem Dafoe.
He's out there doing interesting stuff, and still,
I don't want to hear from this guy with his bad mouth in the United States of America.
Yeah, enough with him.
Yeah, let him explain himself some more.
All right. Well, that's what's happening.
You got to go apologize to every person,
Individually.
every individual in this country. All right, we must say goodbye. Oh, go see Billy Mirror performing at the Nasty Show this Friday and Saturday night at Caroline's on Broadway. Are you going, Ozzy?
Of course I'll be there,
Yes.
I want to say one thing. God bless America, man.
Right.
People are beautiful,
For more information, go to horsetoothjackass.com. And pleasure having you here, Oz. We look forward to your wife's talk show.
I love you, man.
Right. Same here. What?
It was a pleasure. Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
I'm almost tempted to talk to Fred, but I'm not going to. All right, and we'll see you tomorrow. Released everywhere.
Yeah.
Vinny with the inside scoop. If you told me 2 weeks ago, I could have been a hero.
There you go.
But, Robin, the funny thing about this meeting is I pitch, then Casey pitches, then like 10 other people around the room pitch.
Right.
I was like a tenth of the way into my pitch.
Yeah.
So
and all these other people were still waiting.
Everybody holds their papers and waits till Thursday. You know what I mean? Like everybody's waiting the whole week.
I know.
Will, everybody, so nobody got the pitch.
So when I got out, but meanwhile, something must have been wrong with me because even when I went back to my apartment yesterday, I had to make another duty.
2 in a day? That's
and I never do that.
That's huge for you.
I think somehow I was uncomfortable making my duty here. I had to finish everything over there.
Nothing better than a home field duty.
That is true.
Nothing is better. Nothing.
You know everything's going to work out when you're at home.
So great.
I went running the other day real fast, like 6 miles and stuff. Yeah. And I think I messed myself up. I needed time to recover. That's why all the duty and everything. I just needed to clean out.
It was very funny to see Gary, because Gary clearly had a stack of
Yeah, but Gary was like, what, boss? And then he wouldn't even stop talking for a while. And I'm like, oh my God, if he doesn't shut up, I got to make a duty.
No, as soon as you said the meeting was over,
you were still talking. You were like,
well, what time do you want me to call you?
Stripper. And then, are we going to Scores? Are we going to go to any strip club? Where are we going? I was just like, and then I said, listen, I can't talk about it now. I wasn't going to tell everyone how to make a duty.
Right. I mean, that's a hard thing to announce.
Now that you say it, it really is funny what you did, now that I know why you did it.
Right.
Because you just kept going, you know what? Call me at 1. I'm going to figure this all out.
Yeah, I said I need time to think about
I'm going to figure this all out. Call me at 1.
What do you got there, Gacy?
I'm looking for the Gary song.
Oh.
I gave it to you yesterday.
All right. But man.
A couple of the interns even had some of the guys really get into it, which is nice to see. They had notebooks and pens, like they were coming in to take notes, and the one kid had nothing on his paper. He put it back.
Oh, well.
Go get her.
11:45, start of meeting. 11:47, Howard leaves.
Yeah, Anne-Marie had a special.
Minutes.
Anne-Marie takes minutes and the whole thing. I'm like, okay, it's over. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. There's just no way. I'm so uncomfortable. I was even standing up like halfway into the bathroom. And Gary wouldn't shut up. I said, I'll talk to you at 1 o'clock. But both.
Baba Booey.
What about when we go to get the stripper? Are we looking really for the smartest or the stupidest?
Baba Booey.
I don't know. I have to think it through. I'll speak to you at 1 o'clock about it. But I have to know because the
Baba
station
Booey.
laws are going to... Gary, I told you, I need time to think.
I'm really sorry. I had no inkling that's what was going on.
Yeah.
It just looked like you were.
Thank God.
It looked like you were
didn't want
tired.
you to.
You just looked like you were tired and wanted to go home and sleep.
Oh, that too.
I didn't know you had a fire in your belly.
Oh, my God. So bad.
The best part about the meetings is when Benji goes at the very end and you're nodding off.
Oh, but
Is Benji the last?
Yeah.
Benji sickens me.
No, you know what happens? Can I tell Robin?
Right.
What happens is it's like me and then Casey and then Will and then like Doug Goodstein and all these guys. And I say Benji for last for a reason. I love Benji. He can't explain anything.
Right.
It goes on forever. He's not a good pitcher.
Well, when in the beginning, Benji wanted to impress me and used to have every idea, even stuff I already told him no. He would bring back up again. And
Here's his move. He goes, okay, I know I told you guys about this last year and you said no, but I was wondering, could we? And I'm like, and I always go, well, why are you bringing it up if we already said no?
Right.
Wait, how many of those ideas have we done?
But anyway,
Hundreds of them.
I don't know what it is about Benji. I just, listen, Thursday, I'm tired. After we talk for 5 hours, I can barely get through it.
And for some reason...
I'm so excited to get out of here.
In the meeting, when Benji pitches, I don't know what happens, but his face gets all like blotchy.
Blotchy and red.
And he sweats.
He's got great ideas,
He's
though.
great.
He really does.
I even say, if you just write them to me, it's so much better. Because I don't have to look at you.
Fred does a great impression of Benji pitching. How does it go?
Now, wait. Now, I know you told me like 6 months ago
that when I had an idea that it wasn't very good, but it was a concept of a germ of a smidgen of an idea. But then I went home and I thought about it, and then so what if we take that part of the idea, which is just a concept, and merge it with another thought that is kind of an image in my mind.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, dude, you got to be kidding me. I got a headache.
What is he talking about?
They're never like this idea 8 years ago. He says it's like I pitched this, then I repitched it. And then
You get a whole
Here's an idea.
And some of the ideas
concept.
are off the wall. I mean,
Here's
like,
an idea that
what if we get President Bush? Here's one. He goes, here's an idea. When you have Mayor Giuliani on, what if I sit next to him and masturbate? And I'll go,
and I'll be wearing a uranium hat.
Yeah, and I go, what? Are you kidding me? I go, you gotta be, but what? I'll just sit down. You won't even say anything, so it won't be your fault.
I'll be dressed in African garb, so he won't recognize me.
But it is funny because Benji never pitches an idea like it's never a well thought out idea. He just goes, "Hey, here's my idea. This is what I think we should do." It always starts out with fumfering and I think and I might.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, there's paper involved.
Oh, no, this is written down?
For a while, each idea used to be on a manila envelope.
Manila folder
that
number
used to make me
4003.
crazy.
I had a conversation with him. I had a conversation with him once because he used to pitch, and I used to go, Benji, before I go into the meeting, I look at everything I'm going to pitch so that I'm ready to go.
Here's my wild card.
Benji would be reading the idea for the first time in the meeting.
I know that Kerry told me not to pitch this, but I'm going to pitch it anyway.
Right.
The Hall of Fame of all Benji pitches was if he didn't lose 30, if Bally's would sponsor, if he doesn't lose 30 pounds in 30 days, he gets anal from 40 guys.
Yeah, that was the best pitch.
That was his pitch.
He goes, well, in front of the interns and everyone, he goes, I have an idea. Tell Bally's I want to lose. First of all, who cares if Benji loses weight, right?
I want to pick the guy.
I want to, he goes, what was that pitch, Benji? You do it.
It sounds about right. It was like it was to challenge to lose weight. It was an idea I had a while ago. I pitched a while ago, and I wanted to pitch again.
All right, pitch it now.
All right. If I lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time, I win a money prize. If I don't, a certain amount of guys get to F me.
In the rear.
But
where else are they going to have
Where
it?
else are they going to do it? At his house.
I'll be wearing sexy clothing.
How many guys? Was it like 40 guys?
The amount, yeah.
It was the same.
30 guys and 30 pounds.
The
You know
key
what?
to the pitch was that, Rob.
Now that I hear that idea, I think we're ready to do it. I got to see that.
So you know where that broke down? I remember where that broke down. We couldn't agree on the weight and the time.
50 pounds.
Benji's like, no, that's too much. And I
1
said, well,
month.
if it's agreeable to you, Benji, then it's no fun. It's got to be a real contest.
It's got to be a real challenge.
Now, wait, I know it slows down after a certain amount of time, so what if I don't get it in within that certain amount of time?
Listen, 25 pounds is a risk.
No, it's not.
Not for you.
Not when you weigh.
Wait, would you risk that?
No, I wouldn't. There's no way I'd risk getting anal from. I just think you want
I don't
anal.
want anal either.
I think you, but you're open to it.
Rabbit kind of
You already lost 40-something pounds in a month, so we know what your capabilities are. It's got to be
That's
work.
when I was much more overweight. It's a risk. If anything could happen.
You can't lose. You can't lose another 40 pounds in a month.
Oh, it's theoretically possible.
All right,
So 40 pounds of 4 guys.
See, but now game is on. That's
Dude,
Problem, it's not one guy. It's not like if you make the less guys, it's like more palatable.
But you're telling me you would take a risk to have 40 guys give you anal? So
That's
on some level,
I don't want to.
No, on some level you do want to.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
brought it up.
It's acceptable to you.
I couldn't believe that was if I don't lose the weight.
I mean, I know gay
what's
guys who
something-
won't have sex with
What's
40
something you
guys.
think you can do? Like, what's a talent of yours?
I think I could.
How fast can you run a mile?
I could run it in 8 minutes.
Could you do a 7.5-minute mile?
Yes, I've done
All
it.
right, so
Could you do a
if someone
7-minute mile?
offered you,
I could do a 7-minute
But
mile.
it'd be tough, right?
It's hard, but I can do it.
if someone offered you like $1 billion
Okay.
to run a 7.5-minute mile,
Go ahead.
but if you miss the mark,
Go ahead.
you have to get banged by
7.5 guys.
Right.
The answer is no.
Right.
He's not running.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to take that chance.
8-minute mile.
But here's the point. What if you
8-minute mile I know I can do.
Would you do it? Would you take the
No,
challenge?
I don't want it. But what if I fall down?
What if you trip?
Yeah.
Benji, what if you're in the
That's
middle? What if you're in the middle of losing your weight, right? And something happens to you for whatever reason,
Right, you have a
and
heart
you can't lose
attack.
the weight. You know,
That's why I'm saying any amount of weight
But
is a
dude,
risk.
the point is, I'm not risking anal with a man. I don't want anal with
I
a
don't
male.
either.
You do at some level.
At
You're
some
willing
level,
to take that
it's
chance.
not totally representative.
Gay guys who won't have sex with
What's
40
something
guys.
you think you can do? Like, what's a talent of yours?
I think I could.
How fast? I want money.
When you pitched that, were you prepared for the fact
Then why don't
that
you just
might
let
have
us
to-
pay you and you can have sex with some guy?
Benji told John he would use his hand on a guy for $5,000.
I know he has.
I'll get that sponsored.
Get that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Pepsi is proud to present Benji giving.
And relief.
Wait, what if Amco?
Amco.
Man, I don't believe you. Also, I don't believe for $1 billion you wouldn't take that 18-mile risk.
I wouldn't.
Not to get banged by
You're
guys.
telling me that a 38 pounds.
That's what makes it exciting.
Yeah, but the penalty is you got to have anal sex with
I'm
a man.
not playing to lose.
I'm not getting banged by a guy.
I'm not either.
He might get banged by a guy for $1 billion, but he's not going to risk getting banged
There
by a
is
guy
a
for
chance
nothing.
you could lose 38 pounds.
That's what makes it exciting.
Yeah, but the penalty is you got to have anal sex with
I'm
a man.
not playing to lose.
Yeah,
but has the thought ever entered your mind that in some way you might have to pay off the bet?
Of course, I know it's
so you're willing to do it.
That's why, yes.
All right, so
And
there
you
it is.
picked the poison.
My
That's the best
ass is
part.
my grub steak.
You kissed high pitch Eric on the lips, dude.
Oh.
I mean, you're up for some gay fun.
That was for some prize that you're supposed to give me that you never gave me.
I don't care what the prize is.
All right.
I'd love to hear someone pitch that to Bally's.
Well, I'll pitch it to Bally's. I got no problem.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell you
no
what, man.
But I say do it. Let's do it.
40 pounds.
How much?
40.
In how long?
30 days.
30 days.
I wouldn't take that.
All right, then forget
How
it.
about 40 and 40 days?
Yeah, 40 and 40 days.
Or
Pound a
40
day.
guys?
I don't think I would have to see how much I weigh. I think that's too much.
I'll weigh you right now.
If you want to.
Get over there.
The figure Benji agreed to was 30.
Right.
You agreed to 30 pounds.
30 pounds in 25 days. How
Yeah,
about
now
that?
that's you know,
That's pretty good.
could get interesting.
He just gulped some water so he'd weigh more.
30 pounds.
No, but Howard, that was the whole discussion. 30 he could do.
Hey, am I supposed to be talking to this chick who had sex with Vin Diesel? Is she here? Yeah. Oh, she's
what
here.
are we doing with Benji?
I didn't know that.
Wait, what if I have sex with Vin Diesel? We get Mercedes to sponsor.
All right, what do you weigh?
Jeez.
What's going on over there?
What to have anal? Dude, why don't you just have anal with a guy and get it over with?
Well, that's what
I don't want to.
225.
Are you weigh 225?
So you'd have to go to 185, which you could stand to be.
Wait.
What's the matter, Benji? Does that not look right?
Well, no, I can't tell if you're doing wrong in my favor or wrong out of my favor.
Well, we'll have an official weigh.
All right.
Dude, look, the thing's right in the middle there, Benji. 2 1/4.
How are we messing with you?
What are we doing wrong?
No, it's hitting the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Then-
You're 224 3/4. I apologize.
Yeah. And what are we doing with this information?
Oh, that's
So now Benji knows what his starting point is. He willing to do the
He's trying to decide if he could lose 30 or 40 pounds.
I just want to see this imbecile have anal with 40 guys.
Right.
We'll start compiling the 40
First of all, it wasn't 40 guys, it was 30 guys.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Let's do this a
All
whole
right,
different
30
way.
guys.
My guy 11. I
What's
think
the
it's gonna
dollar
be
figure you
over.
have in mind? Is it 20,000?
Yeah.
Would you just bang one guy for 20 grand and just skip all the?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but no, I wouldn't do it.
Well, why don't we just give you 20 grand? You'll have anal sex with the guy.
Because I wouldn't do it. It's not.
Would you give a
But
Laurel
you
to
do
a
it
guy?
for nothing.
Wait.
I'll put it on pay-per-view.
Yeah, would I do it for nothing? Yeah, because it's for love I would do it, Rob.
But Howard, suppose he didn't lose the weight. Would he back out of it?
No.
How do you make him do it?
He's going to back in.
Yeah, how do we make it?
Well, I'm supposing he's a man of honor.
We'll do the same thing we're going to do with Scott. We'll just put your head outside a black curtain.
We just want to see your face.
I should have done that last sit-up.
I shouldn't have eaten so much.
Why'd I have that
Benji.
ring? Why'd I eat those
How much-
strawberries?
How much?
30 guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's an impossible number.
Have you ever had sex with a man? Seriously?
No.
You know what? I can't imagine what it is to have one guy. You're going to have 30 guys back there?
Yeah, I out of your mind.
Benji,
I'm not planning on losing.
That means each guy has to have his way with you.
I think I'm in love with number 25.
I'm not planning on losing.
Nice eyes.
That's a gangbang.
But it could be an exciting way to,
You're like Houston.
But what if you do lose? What if you lose?
That would be disappointing.
It's 30 guys.
Disappointing.
It's 30 guys, and they have to take their time and and have their way with you.
Yeah, that's like 20 minutes a guy.
I'm on the Atkins diet. Does each guy?
I also think it's a very good incentive to lose weight.
Yeah.
It's the best incentive on the planet Earth to lose
In fact,
weight.
I think that's what diet plans should do. They should do something like that.
Yeah, right. Well, there was a movie about that. They would cut off your finger if you didn't lose a certain amount of weight or quit smoking. And here's a guy who almost took it for $200,000. What's this?
That's the audio from the meeting.
It's my son.
Oh, wow. You want to hear me leaving the
I want to
meeting?
hear you calling the meeting to a close shortly after it starts.
Is it funny?
I didn't think it was. It didn't. You didn't say that. I have a headache. I want to go. You just said, all right, I'll call you later. That was it.
Let me hear.
There's a song on the new record called Vibe On. It's about a vibrator. She claims that she wrote it was inspired by the scene in your film where the woman sits on the heavy speaker.
Okay, good. Let's try it. It's Kylie Minogue's sister, and everybody knows Kylie Minogue, right? I mean, she's fairly popular.
Yeah.
All right, here's the deal. I'm going to call you later about all that. I want to straighten it all out. All right, okay. All right. And everybody get prepared to go to strip clubs for sure.
All right, can't wait.
It's like a party.
That isn't the part where...
No, but here's the
He's
thing.
calling the meeting.
That's right before
the first time I said it.
But here's what happened. I remember now. You said you would call me later to discuss it. You didn't say like the meeting was over. You just it won't sound as if
No. Previous to that, I called the meeting off.
Yeah, you said, you know what? I'm really tired.
Yeah.
I gotta
the wrong
go.
thing, Scott.
Yeah, I did that earlier.
That's what Doug just gave me.
Doug doesn't know what he's doing.
I said, that's it? He said, that's all I have.
No, he doesn't know what he has.
Okay.
He's very foolish.
You know what? We should get this chick in. I haven't seen her from the front, but I saw her ass twice. Once walking down the hallway.
She's hot?
Got a great ass.
And she's what, a stripper or a model?
Let's take a look at
model.
her. What's her name? Chanel?
Yeah.
She black chick?
No.
No, she's pretty hot, actually.
And let me put on my shades so I look halfway decent.
Let me stand up.
You might want to sit down. All right, let's get off Benji's anal.
Benji's off the hook.
I don't know. I think he's on the hook. I say we do it.
Hey, that's a cute stripper. Oh, that's Robin Radzinski. I didn't know that was
The girl's a model.
model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how she became a stripper.
Oh, she was a stripper. Well, anyone named Chanel. Let me see. Let's take a look at you, baby.
Great ass.
I didn't see her ass yet. Hey, you got the belly shirt on. What are those, Frankie B jeans? Yeah, turn around. Let me take a look at your ass. Is your ass crack sticking out of those?
Oh, my goodness. If
Let me see.
Yeah, she's giving cleavage. Butt
Wow,
cleavage.
butt cleavage, honey.
Look back over there. Oh, there you go.
What kind of model are you? You're not like a runway model. You're like a nude model,
Come on.
right?
No, I don't do nude. I've never done nude, although if Playboy was to offer me, you never know.
What are you, like a bikini model?
I do a lot of bikini, a lot of lingerie. Yeah.
Where do you do it? Where do we see you?
You've seen me in Fredericks.
Fredericks of Hollywood?
Fredericks of Hollywood.
Okay.
I've done posters for Miller Bear. I'm trying to think of big clients that you would know. I've done posters for Miller Bear. A ton of swimwear and lingerie catalogs. I work just about every day.
Yeah. What, are you married now?
No, I'm not married.
Single?
I'm single.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Sounds like you get around a bit, though, judging from your little resume.
Please, all I do is listen to you, and it begins.
Yeah, you get around a little bit. You like celebrities, huh?
Not particularly. I just work so much, so it seems like maybe that's the only place that you really meet people is at work.
It's not a put down.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, what's the deal?
What's the deal?
So tell us about Vin Diesel. Where'd you meet him?
I met Vin on the set of Fast and the Furious.
Oh, were you in that?
I was a hot chick.
Oh, so you were like an extra in the
Basically a
background.
glorified extra, yeah.
Okay.
And
What do you get paid for that? Like $200?
It's not a lot, but I needed to get my medical insurance. I was literally like $500 short for my medical.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I went down and did it, and I met Vin. And he's a doll. He came over and introduced himself, and
I bet he did.
well, come on, he's a great guy. I mean, who wouldn't want to date him? He's good looking. He's got a great body.
Good
He's got
looking?
a great personality.
Is Vin Diesel good
But
looking?
you know what, too?
In
The
a
bald
sort of
head is
rugged
very
way.
sexy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. He's really manly. And the bald head, girls love that.
Girls like a bald head.
Have you ever touched a bald head? There's something, it seems kind of creepy, and then once you run your hand on it, it's very cool.
I've never touched one. It does seem
You
creepy.
need to add that to your list of things to do in 2003.
My dad's got a bald head, and no one ever said it was sexy.
Well, I'm not saying some old some old droopy bald head.
You calling my dad old droopy?
Yeah, how dare you talk about his
I've never
father
met
like
your dad,
that.
so I don't know.
My dad's a stud.
We're not going to take this.
So you're telling me he comes over and introduces himself. And what were you wearing? Like the bikini, obviously.
No, I had on like little, I think like shorts and a little top.
Right,
Yeah, because
so-
they were the girls who stood around the cars
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
that. Yeah.
You were the little whores that stood around the car, right?
I don't know about that,
Little
but
sluts,
yeah,
I
we
like
stood
that.
around there looking, yeah.
Yeah, so he's the big star of the movie, and
He's the
you
big star- and I
you're
actually-
complimented. He comes over to talk to you.
I actually didn't know who he was.
Well, he was the star of the movie.
But I didn't know. I didn't know. It was my first day, and he came over and introduced himself, and he was really sweet. He made me laugh.
Okay, so how's he? How long does
What
it take
is
him
the
to get?
line he uses? How does he make you
He
laugh?
just came over and introduced himself. He was
That's
just-
funny.
No,
Yeah, you know what? That would make me laugh. When a guy comes over and goes, "Guess what? My name is Vin Diesel." Oh, that's a funny name.
What's your real name?
Right? I mean, that's funny.
No, it wasn't like that.
So how long before you were given a moral? How long did it take?
I never gave him oral. And I never gave him oral. I mean, we hung out.
I thought you said you wouldn't do him because his private parts were too big.
Okay, I didn't carry a ruler with me or anything,
But
so
when-
I can't tell you exactly. But he's pretty big.
But let me understand something. So how long did it take for you to see his private parts?
How do you get to see him?
I don't know, maybe like a month or something. Like we hung out a lot. We go
A
to
month
dinner,
or
we-
a night?
Oh no, about a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so someone has to work you, huh?
Well, I mean, I kind of think it should be like a special personal thing. I don't just jump into bed with everyone.
That's too bad.
But you're an extra. That's what extras do.
I don't do extra work generally. I had to go down there to get my medical insurance. So
All right,
it was
all
like it was like an awful thing. I was actually hiding in a trailer.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know he was a star, because I was hiding, and he kind of sought me out and came over and introduced himself.
So at what? So you never made love to the guy?
No, I did. He was too. Honestly, I don't.
He was too big.
He's too big. Like
God, I wish someone would
if
say
not
that about
careful,
me.
it can be a weapon. Well, no, but you know what? I don't think it's good to be that big.
What is it, young Will?
I think that's like a myth. A lot of
I
guys. think.
pre-interviewed Janelle.
You did.
Yeah, and you told me in the pre-interview that you gave him oral.
No, I didn't.
No, the first time you wouldn't.
No, Will, I never ever said that.
No,
I
I'm
didn't.
just telling you. That's what you told me.
No, I
That's why we
didn't.
booked you on the show.
I never said
But that's
that.
okay. So she's so. But here's what I want to
I
know.
never said that,
How'd
Howard.
you end up seeing his wiener?
We did some other stuff.
You messed around.
Sure, yeah, we messed around.
So here's the thing I don't understand.
Sure,
I don't
I've
even
seen
care that it's Vin Diesel. Just in general, let's just say it's a very large guy.
Yeah.
You're
Well, look
feeling.
at the size of his arms. Right there should be a.
Okay, but let me walk you through this.
Uh-huh.
You're with a dude. I don't care that it's Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, it just happens to be Vin Diesel. Okay, you're with a dude. You're making out. You're doing your thing, and I guess you're using your hand on him or whatever. He gets into it. You get into it. You take off all your clothes. Why not? You're both
You're
adults.
ready.
You're ready. He takes off his clothes, and then you see his weapon, his monster, his
Well,
Gila monster.
The reason that it's not that it was so huge that I didn't have sex with him, because I think even if it's that big, you could probably work into it. I just wasn't at the stage where I was ready to.
You weren't that
You know
into
what I
him.
mean? No, it's not even that.
But were
I
you
just-
shocked when you saw it?
I wasn't shocked. No, I expected it to be. I mean,
Did you
can
say to
kind
him,
of tell.
"Listen-"
You can feel through people's pants, and you can.
Did you
he's
say,
a big
Vin?
guy.
Did you say, listen?
Vin, that's a weapon. Is the ambulance outside? No, not at
Did
all.
you say to him, listen, I'm not ready because
No, I wasn't ready.
I don't think I
for
can handle
a lot
this.
of reasons. No, I just he's wonderful. He's great. He's fun, but I just wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
To
I'm
me,
not
that's
buying
something
this.
that's
And then he
something a
dumped
little
your
more
ass because you
serious.
didn't do anything with him.
No, not at all. We're just both busy working.
Oh, come on. What are you busy working on?
I work every day, Howard.
What are you doing?
I shot my own calendar.
Go ahead.
The 2004 calendar. I have a DVD. I'm actually going to be at the.
How long does it
FYE
take to
store.
shoot a calendar? A day or two?
No, it took a while. Like,
How long?
I produced it. I did everything. I scouted the locations.
No, what does that take, a month?
Oh, it's
You're
no,
too
it took-
busy. You're so
it took
busy
like
shooting a
2
calendar
months.
you can't have
I'm
sex
busy
with
doing
Vin
everything.
Diesel?
I'm busy with
I
my
don't
own
buy
life.
it. I don't buy it. I don't
what
buy it at all.
else?
I think he dumped you because you wouldn't have sex with him.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
There's more to this story. There's no
Yeah,
girl's
it
that
sounds like
busy.
he tried twice, and then he said,
No,
"That's
you know
enough."
what, you guys? It was one of those things that. No, he didn't dump me. I don't even know what to say.
Well,
I
you
started
weren't really
seeing someone else
dating.
who I was really, really into, and who I'm actually still seeing.
Really?
And that's it's like you click with some people for whatever reason, and
All
you
right.
really dig them, and that's kind of what happened.
So
and
what
that
happened?
guy's
So-
not so big.
So when Vin was in bed with you and he's naked and you're
That's not
naked,
the only. I mean,
did Vin finish or?
did Vin? Sure, he did.
Probably a real mess. Where?
Yeah,
where?
No, just